Tell us how improvisation can help us build our own personal brands.
That's a great question. So when most people think of improvisation, once they pull it away from the art in comedy specifically and start redirecting it, really what they do is direct it out toward teams and other people, and most specifically brainstorming. Now, if you push that in though, it can help develop your personal brand in a number of different ways. First, awareness. If you're aware of what you're doing, shifting around, the noises you make, the physicality, then you can make the choice to change that behavior, to affect other people, or continue that behavior to affect other people, and try to inspire and watch what they're doing, and look at them and adapt to what they're saying, as we're constantly giving hints and clues to each other. So if you're aware of your own actions and what you're doing physically, then you can make the choice to do something about it. Also mentally. Very often we disengage. Once again, a basic human communication pitfall is to think about what we're going to say next, as opposed to being slow and focused and present in the moment. And the extreme majority of people think of questions. We start forming questions in our head of what we're going to say next. So in other words, in a two-person conversation, we choose to disengage in that two-person conversation to think of a question that we're going to say next so that we can stay engaged in a two-person conversation. So it's a matter of then understanding that the people who are around us are constantly giving us information. There's no reason to disengage from them. Instead of putting the focus inward, put the focus outward. And now what you're talking about then is how you affect other people, which directly relates to your brand. So if you have this key core understanding of who you are and what you're doing in real time, and you put yourself in that position to take advantage of those nuances, and then once you have that core understanding, you look at the people that you're affecting, now you can put yourself in a position to develop your brand and maintain that, because brand is something you do over time. It's consistency of behavior, it's consistency of language, it's consistency of energy and attitude, which, by the way, we haven't talked about this yet. Energy and attitude are choices. It's so important to underscore that. Energy and attitude are choices, and those relate directly to your brand. It's a choice to be consistently low energy, and it's a choice as well to consistently have a bad attitude. And we're not talking about being tired because your children aren't sleeping. We're not talking about being bumped into someone in the subway or being sick, for example. That can certainly change your energy and attitude. We're talking about the way that you comport yourself on a daily basis dictates the way that you are perceived. Your message is perceived and how you're perceived as a leader, and that is your brand. So really understanding that you have power, you have choices that you can make on a regular basis. And going back to core parts of improvisation, adaptability, you can change in real time. And if you really take some of the tenets of improv that slow the brain down to be focused and present, you're creating a level of awareness that allow you to make decisions in real time at an elite level, a place that others aren't doing.